Hey, it's been a long time, huh? I've been sort of busy lately, or maybe I just didn't have the will to shoot more videos. Anyway, I started reading Lord of the Flies back in January. Just the first few chapters. I planned on finishing it after posting my initial thoughts, but since I couldn't post, I didn't really finish it. So I guess this is the initial post. My thoughts on William Golding's Lord of the Fireflies. Lord of the Flies, I mean. Yeah. The first chapter is an introduction on the characters. There's this pompous guy who thinks or pompous child who thinks he's all that, or as the folks would call it nowadays, edgy. He's silent, brooding, and thinks highly of himself. And then he meets this other kid. This one's a pushover. Literally. He tells the pompous guy not to call him Piggy. But he does. And he shares it to everyone too. So there's that. Just your average introduction of a douchebag character. Douche character. Then they meet the other cast as well. There's this group from a school. They make it sound like it's a prestigious school. Then there are other stragglers as well. So yeah, there's no premise on, there's no explanation on how they got there, but one thing's for certain: they crash landed, I think, or maybe shipwrecked. They got shipwrecked. Then thus starts the classic tale of leadership and politics. Well, not politics, since the first few chapters makes it seem like the two alpha males, or the two leader type people, are content with sharing the spotlight. Although the first guy, the pompous guy, is clearly the one who wants it more. Yeah, there's this leader guy, or the leader of the prestigious school group. I think his name is Jack. This guy is a survivalist, I think, or he's a little older than everyone else, so he knows stuff. And then his second in command, which is the oldest, I think, the oldest of the group. So yeah, since he's the oldest, he doesn't really dabble in all of the childish games that everyone else plays. So far, the story is good. I mean, they explore the island that they're in. They find stuff, then there's a fire, and some people disappear. We're left to wonder whether they're dead or just hiding, missing, or stuck somewhere else. And then finally, the last chapter I read, turns out this the oldest guy isn't so friendly or isn't so honest as he is portrayed. You'll have to read to know what I'm talking about, but yeah, there are some secrets that he's keeping. At first I thought it would go to some place darker, but so far it hasn't yet. The characters are okay. The main character is a caricature of this brooding loner type, maybe a little psychotic, so that's fine. The rest are fine as well. Piggy is your average oppressed person. There are the young folks as well, who are more or less left to their own devices, but are sort of the fodder. I think they can be considered fodder because although the other characters don't involve themselves with them, they laugh at them, kick at them, or stuff like that. There's this one scene where the older guy, another older guy, kicks this young kid's sandcastle for the fun of it. So there's that. The title of the story, the title of the book, hasn't really been delved into yet. Although you can get the feeling that they're portraying these kids as flies. Yeah, I hope you understood. I hope you understood what I just said. I didn't really prepare any script for this, so this is off the top of my head. Maybe I'll post a little earlier if I can manage to. I planned on posting at least once a week, but then I didn't get to do it. I had a lot of plans for this channel, you know, but just didn't come true, and that's life, and that's okay. These kids are in The Lord of the Fireflies. I'm excited about them. I can sort of get why the book is a classic. The book is a classic. Reminds me a little of The Thing, but without the mortal danger that aliens, human flesh-eating aliens, offer. So far the danger is these kids' moral compasses. I'd say they weren't developed yet, so whatever happens, it's not their fault. Or they're more likely to do horrendous stuff because they don't know whether it's right or wrong.